Gotta love hand-painted cell animation. If this was done digitally, it might feel a little bit more fake, but this we can feel the tactile nature of this. Just look at the texture. I love those blue nebulae, ghostly shapes. And now look at this brilliant colors, blues and reds, striking. The gorgeous flames shooting out of that blue sun. It's so liquidy. And all these little particle effects being animated, all those little circles. Incredible hand-drawn animation. Oh my goodness, if you go by here frame by frame, this is on ones. This is 24 drawings per second. Well, as it's coming up close, this is on twos, but once it covers the screen, it goes on to ones. So it's one unique drawing for every second happening now. And each of these drawings looks like a drawing in a comic book. There's so much shading and highlights. You only see it for a fraction of a second, but man, you feel the power and the energy here. Gorgeous animation. And then of course the transformations of the Transformers. If you pay attention, you can see all the little details on the cells, like all these little flickers, film scratches, film grain. I appreciate stuff like this. And look at the detail in this background. It's like Mobius level details. Oh my goodness. Look at that. That's insane. This is on twos, or one drawing for every 2 frames. This flickering light adds an interesting effect. And all the debris, every single individual debris, drawn by hand. You have to keep track of all this. Now, I've been learning 3D animation. It is not easy, but at least with 3D, you can pretty much just, set your keyframes and the software will calculate where things move from point A to point B. But you have to draw every single detail here, keep track of every moving piece. I don't envy the animators who have to work on these shots. Just the effects animation is nuts in this. And so this was animated in the mid 80s, came out in 1986, and it's just overflowing with energy. Now there's like a certain messiness to it, like it's polished on one hand, there's so much attention to detail put into every frame, but if you look at like the actual characters, the line work is for the time crisp, but there's still broken segments of lines, and that's just the nature of the imperfection of working on cells. If you pay really close attention to the black lines here, you can see it's not perfectly uniform, and that's actually visually appealing to me. Because like sometimes digital lines, they're just too smooth, too even. It makes things feel a little bit more artificial. But like we can see every stroke of ink and every piece of paint. It's just incredible. Look at these backgrounds, all the shading, the highlights, so many layers of detail here. It's just still so impressive. Now the character animation is a little bit clunky on some parts. It's not like the most smooth, it's not like Disney quality character animation, but that's okay in this context because these are big machines. They don't have to be super flexible or have a lot of squash and stretch. In fact, they probably don't want to have any squash and stretch like you'd see in the Disney cartoons because that would destroy the feeling. Well, look at this holographic lighting effect. That's cool. So this is all real stuff. They had to use some kind of physical techniques here to create this effect. And look at this color transformation. And now they're going down this sort of colorful, it's like still dark and gritty. This background kind of reminds me of something out of Akira, where the Neo Tokyo was like this grimy, dark, dystopian landscape, yet every color of the rainbow was used. I've never actually seen this movie. Transformers was a little before my time. I had the action figures. I'm definitely interested to see this. This just looks so incredible. Just so much detail. It's nuts. People don't talk about this enough. Oh man, look at the background here. Those little lights on that silver circular thing behind the character's head, they animated these little lights. That's really subtle, but it keeps this little shot alive. Otherwise, this would feel too static with the character just standing there and his mouth barely moving. The effects and backgrounds are doing a lot of heavy lifting here when you have these scenes where the characters are kind of just standing there. Not that the characters need to move all the time. And in fact, slow moving characters or characters that aren't moving, it communicates weight. If he was moving all over the place really fast, it might look like he doesn't weigh that much. But these are multi-ton weight characters. And now the logo comes in, and there's like 3 or 4 levels of cells here. The stars are painted on the foreground, midground, and a couple background layers to create this parallax as the logo is coming into the screen. Oh, and it keeps opening. Whoa, what was that? All those colors. What was that when it went into the O? Oh my goodness, that was cool. That's cool. What the heck? Oh my goodness, I can't wait to watch this actually. This looks incredible. Some kind of trippy techno futuristic black hole with circuit boards shooting out of it. I don't know what this is all about. Yeah, this looks really, really interesting. And what is this? Oh, this looks different from what we saw. Oh my goodness, this is like a 3D rendering. So I'm imagining this probably wasn't in the 86 version. No way, 3D wasn't at this level back then with the textures. So I'm guessing this is like a little teaser for some new Transformer. Oh, he's like frozen in space. Oh, his finger's moving. Wow, so yeah, that looks incredible. I'm stoked to see that. Well, anyways, check out the other animation reactions on the channel, and feel free to subscribe, don't cry. Leave a like if you want. Hype the video if you have that option, and I'll see you in the next video. If you make YouTube videos or live streams, check out AnimeLoop.com, where you can download royalty-free animated clips and transition overlays for video editing. There's also animation courses. Well, back to the video.